What's going on, guys? Today we're hanging out with Timmy and we're going to show you the best settings to shoot video on your camera. So let's do it! Ah! What's up, guys? Andrew Murph here, and tonight we're in Perth City and Timmy's going to show us all his secret spots and we're going to shoot some juicy cinematic B-roll.
Hey, I'm Tim. I shoot mostly promo videos and automotive videos. First spot, Tiger Lil's car park, West End, Murray Street.
But first, if you're new here, this channel is all about teaching you the necessary skills you need to go full-time with your filmmaking and start crushing it in the market. So if that's something you're into, then be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell notification so you get notified every single time I release a new video. So when you're setting up to get a shot, these are the things you need to look at before you press the record button.
Okay, first thing, you need to determine the frame rate that you're going to shoot at. So if you're doing action stuff, you might want to use a higher frame rate like 50 or 100. Otherwise, you can just drop it back and use, say, 25, 30 frames a second, and that'll get you a higher bit rate. It means better quality footage for you. Also, if you're shooting at a higher frame rate, you'll need to use a higher shutter speed.
Right, so the next thing we need to address is the white balance. So I always forget to adjust this before I go shooting and then I have to fix it in post and it's just an absolute nightmare. So do this before you start shooting and it will save you so much time. Right, so depending on your camera, there'll be a whole bunch of presets that you can choose from, or you can even choose a custom Kelvin setting if you know what the color temperature is. The main thing to keep an eye out for is don't use auto settings, because if you use an auto white balance, it might change throughout the scene and that is not what you want.
Alright, so we've got the basics out of the way. Now we can get into aperture, ISO and shutter speed.
The first thing you want to do is bring your ISO down as low as possible. If you know your camera's base ISO, then set it to that. Base ISO is basically like an unamplified signal, so you can only get the cleanest image possible. If you want to figure out the base ISO of your camera, then just do a Google with name of your camera followed by base ISO, and you should be able to find that out. But guys, if you're shooting at night time, you're definitely going to have to go past your base ISO, which is fine. Just make sure you keep your ISO as low as possible to get the cleanest image.
Right, so for shutter speed, you're going to want to shoot twice your frame rate to get the most natural looking, cinematic looking footage. If you're shooting at 50 frames per second, you're going to want to shoot at 1/100th frame rate, and that'll get you the most natural looking footage. Some cameras, you can drop it back a bit more and you can get a real dreamy look. If you're shooting at night or you want that dreamy kind of look, you can shoot at 1/25th shutter speed. It lets in a bit more light. If you want to shoot during the day with a high f-stop, you want to use an ND filter so you can still get that nice depth of field and an overall cinematic look.
So guys, the last thing you want to adjust is your aperture. So typically you use a higher aperture for shooting landscapes and a lot of people. Otherwise you use a lower aperture if you want to get the super blurry background, to get that cinematic look. Typically at night time as well, you'll be using a lower aperture so you can bring your ISO down and also bring your shutter speed down. And if you want to fake a blurry background look, you can actually just zoom your lens in and you actually get more depth of field.
So the main point here is to not sacrifice your exposure for the cinematic looking settings, because exposure is always comes out on top.
Right guys, so that concludes this tutorial. I hope you learned something and you know exactly how to get the perfect settings every time we go out and shoot some video. But if you do want to learn a bit more or get a deeper understanding of the stuff we talked about, I've linked a whole bunch of videos down below so you can check them out. Be sure to like this video and leave a comment below of which one of the tips was your favorite. And if you're not already subscribed, then be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell notification so you get notified every single time I release a new video. And a massive thanks to Tim for helping out and sharing his expertise on this video.
Always welcome to help out.
And as always, guys, happy filmmaking, and I'll see you up next time. See ya! Yo.
I think you got one. I think you may have done it earlier.
No, I didn't. I was like, I'll just do it later.